Let's get my GPS back here. We are on our way to pick up some, or basically we're on our way to where our trailer is going to be. Set up for anyone. I should have signaled through that. I have to remember that I can actually signal in this game now. Also have to remember that I have a speed limit out as well. I can't just get it down the highway just because I've got no trailer. So easy to build up speed without the trailer holding you back. Oh, not what I meant to do there. What the weight loads big rigs in Europe carry. There's such, like, the trucks are quite a bit smaller. I'm assuming the weight loads are also smaller to match. But again, Europeans will also tow like a 5,000 pound RV trailer with a car, so not actually, but like if you actually look at the towing rating between European vehicles versus what they can tow if they're like, for example, my CRV that I used to have, it could tow I think 1100 in North America, or if you're in Europe, same vehicle, nothing different at all. It would tow 3,500 pounds. Okay, I started signaling too early on that. Hit that curb. Failed my driving test if I was taking one. Oh. We have a bit of a cluster here. Hitting the wrong buttons again. And that is a red light. Now, I don't have any way to tell when that light goes green. How do I? Like there, I can look through his window to see when that goes green. That's the only option I've got. Detour here. We're gonna go past the place I need to be because there's this truck rest stop here that I'm not actually going to use at the moment, but I would just like to mark it off on the map. care a ton about trying to get maximum exploration on the map, but it does kind of just bug me when I see parts of the map, like just a little bit of the map that's not explored when everything around it is. I think, I don't actually know which one of these trailers is mine, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so it is not the longer one. Let's see what configuration options we have. Nothing exciting. We might have better options when we have a bigger trailer. They've got 3 short jobs and then that long job that I put in the title because I feel like it's the job to do. Let's cup off the trailer. Off we go. Stop for the blatantly red light though. Red. We have it went yellow on this right there. That's fine. We made it through. So our current ETA says that we will deliver this later today, but I'm not sure on that. Is expected sometime Friday, so I expect that we will probably be taking a break to sleep. Well, that would not. Oh, being a. I'm not blocking traffic, so. I'm gonna give myself a pass on this, but I was not paying attention. I need to be going down this on ramp. Highway and immediately we leave the highway, okay. Okay, now we're on a highway that hopefully will stay on for a little bit longer than that. No idea at what point we're going to go into the, basically what point we're going to transition over to the French countryside. I know we do most of this trip in France. We'll still be in Germany for the first bit of it. Good morning, Juan. Yeah, last week went pretty well, but that's the I think Friday nights and Saturday nights are great times to do streams, and I'm hoping to get back to doing more of those. But life's gotten busy. I'm actually really enjoying the change of pace from American Truck Simulator to European Truck Simulator. It is very much, it is the exact same game, but just the different location is quite different. Also, I need to buy the, before I go back to American Truck Simulator again, I need to buy the DLCs. I still haven't bought Texas. I do love how many yield signs they have. It's like, as long as there's not traffic, just go. Yeah, that's, I put the latest DLC, I can't remember which one that is, on my watch list, and when that one comes on for a decent sale, I will buy it and everything older than it. At that point, there will probably be new DLC that they're trying to sell, but I won't buy it unless it's something that really catches my interest. I'm speeding a ton on this little back road. Squealing some tires, get back, slow down back in time for this intersection. So this road has no passing. Alright. I have what might be a cop car behind me at the moment on this. So I guess I better be on my best behavior. Cop cars pass me, and then immediately slow down. Yeah, that locking up the brakes there was not ideal. Okay, I don't think we're in France yet. But I'm gonna try to keep an eye out and see if I can notice when we make that transition. Petrol in 200 kilometers. At least that's what I assume the P stands for, kind of the symbol. Or 200 meters? Is that certainly not 200 kilometers. There's petrol right here. Oh, right here it is. I am on the German side, and I need to cross into France. So right there is the definitely moment like, did I get a fine for not doing things right? But now it's loan installments getting paid out. Speed limit on this road is 80. I'm going to say that I'm not going to quite hit 80 on this at the moment. There's a little too much wiggle to this road. Of course, not paying attention to my speed now. I'm doing more than 80 by quite a bit. Okay, like, light's going green for me, but everyone's just looking through the intersection. I'm not gonna go until it's safe. I'm going to go to the right lane. I'm not sure which lane I need to be in. Oh, it looks like I need to be in the left lane. Yeah, I've just entered Strasbourg. So the fencing I do is actually the oh, I see. This is what's causing that. Cluster of disaster. Well, we're going to do the thing that I do sometimes, where instead of taking the right way out, we'll just very carefully sneak by. So this is not the best way to handle these in-game or out-of-game, but like, I like having the random things slow you down, like it just did. Like instead of blasting through there, I had to slow down and deal with it. But I hate the really long detours you have to take if you just go around, because there's never a detour where it's like, oh well, yeah, this detour is going to add a couple hours. Like, no, detour could add days. Not always. Sometimes the detours are pretty minor, but there've been some really brutal detours in the ATS. So I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna go around it. I'd rather have it be like, nope, sit and wait, or gamble on the roundabout being shorter. So anyways, I was saying, the sword fighting that I do, Joachim Meyer was actually born in Strasbourg. Did I just go into the right lane when the right lane does not? Not only do I need to, I need to move all the way over. Good thing there was no traffic there. That would have been a disaster with heavy traffic. Okay, now I can move over. Now I can be in the lane that's farthest to the right. Trying to decide what part of North America the French countryside looks like. I feel like there is a part of America that looks like this. I don't know if I've been to it. I feel like this reminds me of what I think the landscape east of the Rockies in America looks like, but I've got limited travel experience through there. So I've gone down to Colorado once. So at some point I'll travel that way again. I have plans to travel to the Gulf of Mexico, but until that happens, I don't think I'm going to be traveling down the east side of the Rockies in America anytime soon. I think that was a sign on the side there that basically is encouraging you to merge. I'm currently speeding by a bit more than I would like. Man, at some point I have to take the plunge and buy a steering wheel for this game. I think it'd be worth it in the long run. Also, just looking at the comments, I just realized that I'm on misspelt brakes. The brakes in your car are not spelled the same as you taking a brake. No traffic behind me right now, so I'm going to try to pass. So yeah, it seems like I've got a speed limiter. I can't do more than 90. $90 seems to be an absolute hard limit. Of course, now there is traffic behind me, but they're behind that truck and not me, which means I can't move over to let them by, so I'm just stuck being the dick. I guess I could have slowed down and get behind that car. Yeah, I'm gonna be holding up a bunch of traffic by the time I'm past this truck. Just I mean, that is a predictable outcome of the situation. So I'm gonna quickly, is that speed limiter an options thing, or is it a just trucks have it and that's what it is? Kind of tempted to turn time zones on. Truck speed limiter. Let's turn that off. Let's also turn on a realistic fuel consumption. I don't. Oh, and that's why I haven't been screwing myself over by running out of air. What is advanced trailer coupling going to do? I'll need to remember I made this change because later when I yeah. I know I was speeding. I was trying to not beat traffic. I was trying to do the best thing. Oh, and now the speed is up again. This seems like a sharp corner. Hopefully I have not made a mistake and gone through with too much speed. Okay. Excuse me, car, are you gonna go? No? Okay. Definitely should have checked my blind spots better before I went on that. Alright, we still got 6 hours and 45 minutes, 525 kilometers left. I think how long until we need to take our next rest stop needs next rest stop needs to be about 4 hours out. So, well, yeah, 4 hours out. So we're not going to make it on without taking a break, but that's counted into our estimated delivery time, so we're fine. I'm going to try to drive until the sun goes down, and then take a break at that time. My real life nightmare. Being stuck in the right lane because the car on the left lane wants to go the same speed as me or slightly slower than me. So I can't pass anyone. I'm stuck behind an RV. Adaptive cruise control not set? Because I feel like that should have. I feel like that should have come into effect. Oh. Really just running this hard. Set our cruise to 95. Try not to hold up traffic too much. Definitely their speed limit's a lot higher than my speed limit, so there's no way for me to not impede traffic. Well, this is kind of relaxing. 5 o'clock on a Thursday evening, and just cruising through. I was trying to slow down. Wait, and that was like a little temporary 80. I like where I've got my cruise control stuff right now, but it's honestly, I'm gonna have to put it back to some extent. I want to have accessible on my keyboard as well, because it is actually easier to take my hand off the controller and hit the keyboard buttons than it is to take the left thumb off of the joystick I use to drive and hit, because I need to hit the X button and up and down on the D-pad at the same time. It ends up being more difficult. All these problems would be solved if I had like a wheel and like a USB keypad on the side. That car just turned into this for the shits and giggles. They're just gonna go straight through and back onto the highway. Like, I'm not saying they're not allowed to do that, but like, that was an interesting choice. I can't imagine this highway being this empty. Just seems like a bit of a stretch. You don't build a highway this big for no cars. So maybe the no, wrong button there. Maybe the traffic level is modeled for during COVID. European truck simulator during 2020. No one's on the road because everyone's in lockdown. Welcome back. I was complaining earlier about how you misspell brake or brakes. The brakes on your big rig are not spelled the same as the brakes that you take. Basically, like a coffee break is not the same as a car brake. And I am speeding by an absolute crap ton. Wow. We'll just take up all the lanes, it's fine. Same letters, different order. That is how spelling works. Alright, so as soon as it starts getting dark, I'm gonna keep an eye out for rest stops. Alright. Car's finally passed me again, so I can get back into the right lane. Alright, we've got tolls again. Okay, we're going through this one. Everyone's going to that line. We are not going to follow that into that line then. Stopped too early. Paid my $110 toll. Now I probably should be taking this rest stop right here. Oh no, I've got other options along the way. However, that is on the other side of the highway. I've got fuel options. Actually, I think that right there is going to be a bit late, but I think we can make that work. I wish it would give me the ETA for my marker. That's one thing I do hate in this game is just that the rest stops are so far in between that it's either like, all right, well, I go to bed 2 hours early or I go to bed 5 hours late. And I don't know how much of a problem that is in real life. I discovered it early on. We're not going to like see any cool parts of Leon. Oh, I am speeding like a... Oh, I'm speeding a lot. Oh, never mind. Speed went up again. There's a lot of speed changes. The frequent speed changes for for not a significantly readily apparent reason do bother me a bunch. Like, why is this a 70? And I guess that problem does also get worse in certain environments. Like, you go to Vancouver and it's like, all right, well, like there's pretty limited options where you are allowed to stop and actually rest overnight in a city. Like Kelowna and Vancouver have got to be very difficult places to find overnight parking. So you have to plan everything around that. Alright, we're going for it. Shouldn't. It's cruel to all the rest of the traffic, but we're going for it. Yes, yes, yes. I'm getting tired. The sun's still up. We ain't going to bed until the sun. We don't go to bed until the sun does. It's at 7 at night. It's not a problem yet. I'm reading messages instead of watching where I'm driving. Apparently that did not create any damage though. We're good. Oh. Nope. Why are the buttons? Okay. No buttons do wipers right now. Why is that? Actually, what it probably is when I set right to turn off. Yeah, right there. But I don't want there. So a lot of these times when I set new buttons, the old buttons that did a job stop doing that job as well. Alright, there's a rest stop coming up right now on the right. So this was not my planned rest stop. My planned rest stop is still a little bit farther out, but honestly I think that is a good rest stop. So we'll take it. I think it's probably late enough. We're at about 8 at night. I've pulled that tighter than I intended. Wait, is this two? No. Alright, and we get some rest. Wake up at 5 in the morning. And start this all over again. Great thing about 5 in the morning is there is no traffic. And the sun is rising behind us. We have a beautiful sunrise somewhere over there. I sure like driving away from sunrises and driving away from sunsets. Driving into them sucks. So we got 2.5 hours till our destination. 180 kilometers left to go. There. We have turned off. Nope. There. Now we've turned off wipers. Oh. I guess I don't need high beams on. And here is the rest stop we would have taken, which would have been fine, I think. I think we would have made it in time. With about 2 hours left on our trip. Still have to dreary the road. Everything's ahead of us, behind us. The world's beautiful. It's worth veering all over the road to get a look at the sunrise. Definitely, if you think I said the word sunrise weirdly, that's because I almost said sunset. I had to adjust. I had to adjust the word before it went from brain to tongue. I do not need to leave this side. Okay. This is not an exit. I thought it was going to be an exit only. I'm glad it is not an exit only. still exit? Oh. And apparently, I don't really need to be in this lane because I could just stay behind all the other big rigs. We could just, you know, be one big conga line of the big rigs. That wouldn't be a problem. Except for, like always, we would be stuck behind one ass in a motorhome. Why is it always RVs? Why is it people towing trailers that are always the ones holding everyone up? That's very European. Basically, someone's using a Honda Accord to drive pull like a 20-foot trailer. Alright, pedal to the metal. Got 45 minutes left to go. So, the thing I've learned about France so far in this game is tolls. Lots of tolls. There's a lot of rest stop options here. I got almost a frightening amount of rest stop options there. Must be some sort of park. This road's just going all over the place in there. Okay, I want to not be in this lane right now because I want to take this exit. I want to take this one. Almost put myself in a bad situation. Alright, now the only question I got left. Can I see the ocean from here? Or I guess not the ocean. It's a sea and not an ocean. Wrong button, I meant to shift up, not a signal. Because I think off to our right is ocean. But I'm not actually sure. See, I think the ocean is nearby, but not close enough to actually really see. Alright, let's see if I actually know how to do this. Do kind of like the rear steering axle on that trailer. Went a little too aggressive, now I've got to try to straighten this out. Definitely did not mean to shift there when I did. I understand the game would have let me get away with that, but that just did not seem like a good parking job to me. Even that one's not really great. Depending on how they're off, like if this was being like offloaded to a raised dock, then there'd be a gap between the one side and the loading dock. If they're just using forklifts, then this is fine. Doubling down on our long distance hauls. And I definitely don't have enough time to do another run. Yeah, it's late enough. I have things to do. I have to go shopping. And it's time for me. We've lived too long without a sofa, and I need to start my hunt for a sofa. So I'm going to save, and I'll figure out what run I'm doing next time I stream when we get there. I won't be streaming this weekend because I'm leaving for the coast on Friday and won't be back until late Sunday. But I'll be back to streaming for Monday. So thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time. Yes, get a comfortable one. That's top priority, which is I see a bunch of sofas online where I'm like, oh, those look like they're pretty good sofas for a good price, but are they comfortable? It doesn't matter how good a sofa looks if it's not comfortable. But either way, I'm out. So have a great day. Have a great night. Good morning, whatever it is where you are. And we'll see you next time.